Hey everyone, Valstott's Voice here with some breaking news that is going to affect potentially all gig workers in food delivery, rideshare, and even package deliveries as well. So pretty much, here it goes. Now, this is the story. It just got released earlier today around 6 p.m. And this is taken directly from the Federal Trade Commission website. The title of it states, FTC to crack down on companies taking advantage of gig workers. Agency policy statement outlines areas where FTC will act to protect gig workers from unfair, deceptive, and anti-competitive practices. So in a nutshell, as you can see, September 15, 2022, the Federal Trade Commission has announced enforcement priorities to fight for consumers who work in jobs that are part of the gig economy. In a new policy statement adopted today, the Commission outlined a number of issues facing gig workers, including deception about pay and hours, unfair contract terms, and anti-competitive wage fixing and coordination between gig economy companies. Quote, no matter how gig companies choose to classify them, gig workers are consumers entitled to protection under the laws we enforce, end quote, said Samuel Levine, director of the FTC's Bureau of Consumer Protection. Quote, we are fully committed to coordinating our consumer protection and competition enforcement efforts within the FTC, as well as working with other agencies across the government to ensure gig workers are treated fairly, end quote. The statement highlights studies showing that gig work accounts for hundreds of billions of dollars in economic activity each year. According to a Federal Reserve report cited in the statement, 16% of Americans report earning money through a gig company, and another report shows that more than half of gig workers say the money they earn is essential or important for meeting their needs. Additionally, as noted in the Commission's recent Serving Communities of Color report, many gig workers come from communities of color. The statement makes clear that while gig companies may seem novel, traditional principles of consumer protection and competition still apply to them. In the statement, the Commission notes multiple areas where there is potential for harm to workers in the gig economy, including misrepresentations about the nature of gig work, diminished bargaining power, concentrated markets. So there's a lot more to read. I'm not going to read all of it, but you can go to the website ftc.gov/news-events and just look for the FTC in the search for gig workers. Okay, the FTC to crack down on companies taking advantage of gig workers. You can read everything there. So we will be getting hopefully more protections. Hopefully it will not result in turning us into employee status, but this is what is coming down the pipe as of today. So I'm just presenting to you what I've found out through looking at my stocks, because Uber and obviously Lyft were, and DoorDash were hit with this news story. So I found out about it by looking at the stock reports. So thank you all for listening. Hopefully this gives you something to think about, and hopefully it will not affect us too badly in the negative, and maybe it'll help us to the positive. Take care all and have a good night. Thank you for watching, and if this was informative, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video to other gig workers. Have a great night.